Evening, everyone. Welcome. Sorry for a couple minute late start there. And yeah, we keep coming to these every so often, not having too much to go into, but I'm sure I can ad lib a whole lot of stuff, and I'm sure you can ad lib a few things. And obviously, the audience, we're always happy to have you here and ask any questions you'd like. So, hi, Hidden. How are you?
Good. I'm doing well tonight. How are you doing?
Good. Fan-freaking-tastic. Just waiting for stuff to happen. Maybe some refunds from PGV starting, all that jazz.
Nice.
I actually have mine, but it looks like he's going to do up a video there soon. I guess that'll let us know what's going on. So that's always fun.
It's always fun.
And Brazen, welcome, sir. Quarter mile. I don't know if I've seen Brazen on here before, so welcome if it's your first time. If it's not, thank you for joining again and commenting. And Quarter mile, a regular. Thank you, sir, for joining us again. A little lighter night tonight, but I think everybody's on. I don't. Do you guys have March break in the States?
As for school or what do you mean?
Yeah,
March
school
break?
/ holiday. Like March break's a big week in Canada, so we had like a lot of our people are on vacation, all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Hold on 1 second. I gotta mute myself.
Okay. And so, crypto is boring lately. Everything is stable except for stable coins, right? I'm assuming there's some humor there from the weekend. That was always fun. I think a fantastic opportunity for. I think I noticed that CZ from Binance was taking full advantage of the longs and shorts, probably with leverage to take advantage of the change, and made himself probably millions of dollars.
Oh, probably billions.
Yeah,
Not
or that.
millions.
Yeah, true. True. Made a shit ton, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, not the only one, I'm sure. I'm gonna go and check this out. So yeah, any comments, any questions you guys have, any protocols you want us to look into? I was gonna try and get my Alchemy bot back up again, but it's just this week I can do it. I'm off this week from work, although I have the family home, but I'm also going to be basically crypto full time to test the waters for me going full time crypto. So hopefully that will give me time to get things set up the way I wanted, because I ended up, I don't know if I told you, but I got opportunities I got a couple other bots I want to run on the VPS, so I ended up upgrading to Windows / upgrade the power a little bit to do some other stuff that might need, rather than using a VPS and stuff, or VPN. So what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm putting something away.
Sound like you were just messing around. You're just going all over your desk.
I didn't realize it would be that loud. This morning was pretty crazy. Were you watching any of the stocks, any of the crypto, coins?
So I was trying to get on a vacation last week, and I ended up having to go to work today, because I couldn't get everything done that I needed to get done. So I was like, I can't go on vacation feeling like this, because it's not going to be a vacation. So I ended up, going into work. So I didn't see any of it, but obviously Bitcoin pumped.
Yeah. Bitcoin pumped hard. I made about $300 on it, and then lost about 200 of it.
Oops.
It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
And then the banks were like down 75% this morning. It was kind of scary, to be honest with you.
They were down how much?
75 to 85%.
Oh, because of all the scare of the banks. Everybody was kind of having a bank run because they were scared of who's going to go next.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. As much as it shouldn't scare everybody as much as it does, it always does.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't trust the government anymore. They tell you everything's going to be fine. That's when everybody panics.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. So what else we got? Are there any other bots that trade on DEXs beside gem bots and alchemy trades? I've heard of gem bots, but I haven't. Or sorry, gem bots, obviously. Sorry. So that one's not even started yet. So we technically don't have, and it actually works on only specific DEXs that happen to be like centralized exchanges. So you're still kind of foregoing your money. It's not staying in your pocket, I don't believe. Whereas alchemy trades, I guess, is really the only one right now where the funds stay in your wallet.
Yep.
Do you know? But
everything stays in your control.
because GemBots, it does have the ability, like there is an exchange that does do that's technically decentralized. I'm just pulling it up here, called DYDX, but you're still putting your money into it like a protocol, I believe. So you're still kind of losing control of your money to this exchange. So B5 news, I'm assuming nothing else yet.
Nothing new. They're still internally testing it. Once they're done with that, I believe it'll move to a open test for any of the alchemists that currently own a bot.
Yeah, the warlocks or whatever they call them, the alpha tests or beta testers. Yeah,
the warlocks.
Yes, which will be us.
Oh yeah.
You ever look into automatic trading or stock trading? What do you mean by that, Cordemal? Are you talking like an M1 app where it kind of balances your stocks and stuff for you? Or are you talking something more crypto related? Clarify. Or do you know what he means?
I'm guessing something like that. Something along the lines of like a Wealthfront that has an AI bot that automatically redistributes.
Yeah, M1, I guess, is not an automatic bot, but you can set up a portfolio and it'll automatically auto balance it as the markets shift and stuff. It'll rebalance you in the mix that you want. But I'm sure that's not exactly what he's talking about, but I'm sure he will enlighten us in a moment. Other than that, anything you want to babble about? You got anything happening on your end? You said you did a few trades today, but didn't get too far with them.
Nothing too exciting.
You didn't do a short or a long on USDC over the weekend?
Oh yeah, I was doing that. I lost about $400 on that.
How did you lose in that?
Because I was trying to play both ways.
What's that?
I was trying to play both ways, longs and shorts, and it
at the same time.
Ass. No, like I open a long, close it, then open a short, and instead of going back down, it went back up. So I just got screwed up.
Yeah, I had a guy, and I should have done what he did, but he got in. Well, as soon as the news happened, I think he shorted it right away, and so he got in. I think at 98, or because it's kind of stalled there at 99, 98 for a minute, and then went down to 10 cents. So he had it like good leverage, so he made a good little penny there, and then bought the long after that.
Yeah, so. I wish I did that. I'm a lot happier because. Yeah. Unfortunately, not gonna lie, this was my GemBot money.
yeah. High yields we get into crypto may not fund traditional markets like stock markets. Maybe wrong. Yeah, and sorry about Cordemal, I don't know. Something for maybe to put on the list, but right now my list is a little full. So I have stuff to look into, but I haven't heard of that, to be honest with you. As much as I act like I know a whole lot in this place, I'm still learning like everybody else. I just put on
part of fun, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. It is for sure. Yeah, I don't know what we want to get into. I did do a video recently on iBots, and I think there's some stuff there, so I don't mind dropping them a little line. We're seeing some good things there in that fact that they had a nice 6% close. It was a really long short. Obviously, we needed Bitcoin to drop, and finally it dropped to the point where it was profitable to close it out. And yeah, so that was really good. And now we've basically put the whole thing into Forex for now, which will help create more consistent returns. And then they're testing a couple of bots in order to flip back to crypto. Which is, I think, pretty good for them. I mean, it's going to be a 5 to 15% a month. It's nothing crazy, but I think it's a good thing to have in your portfolio. I've started doing this kind of 1K wallet challenge thing, and this will definitely be one that I'll get into that once I get to my fifth or sixth leg kind of thing. So looking forward to that.
And then let me check real quick. Make sure there's no new updates on GemBot. Nothing yet.
Yeah, I got it pulled up in case, because I know Creator's supposed to do a video today updating everybody when he gets back, which should be soonish. But I'm not sure if it's going to be more information, and then we'll see, obviously.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
I
ready.
truly know, like I'm pretty confident everything's going to work out. It's just unfortunately, it's the delays that obviously get people a little skittish. And unfortunately, he's proven himself many times, and I think it's going to come through again. It's just people have to stop leaning a little too heavy on timelines.
We do have to understand, and I believe we said this last week as well. He is human. Things do come up.
Well, not only that, there's the fact that we're talking lots of money on a centralized exchange, and that's not always easy to get access to. So it's
because they do throttle how much you can withdraw each day.
Yipper.
So I think people understand that.
No. Other than that, guys, we got a few of you in here, so I do appreciate you hanging around. But if you'd like something, like, it's best that you guys put some comments out and let us know what you'd like. I did kind of skip my 1K wallet challenge this week, so I mean I can go into some of that stuff. As I will be doing another video in a couple of days once my next Wolfpack claim happens or is allowed to happen. So. And you said you've done all your trades today, so you have nothing open to look at or anything, eh?
No.
Geez, we're boring today.
I know. I mean, the market's kind of down to crapper, but nothing exciting going on.
Yeah, just hopefully, well, it sounds like the government could start the printers again, which would be just as bad as it is good.
Yeah.
Why is my light all of a sudden acting funny? Not financial advice, projects to look into. Like I said, iBots I think is worth a look. I just did a video on them. The other one that I'm actually partnering with is I don't know why I'm all of a sudden, it's Collective Finance. So I'll be doing some content on them soon. I would recommend people have a little look at that. I think there's some. We've got a docs team. We've got like kind of the whole gamut of things, and they're looking at gold, silver, and diamonds, mostly starting with gold. And then I think they said they've got something coming for silver soon. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive tomorrow, and then hopefully do a video in the next couple of days on them. Other than that, I mean, yeah, I'm really curious about it. We'll see how it goes. And like I said, when the video comes out, I'll have hopefully some more details on that. And then yeah, that's basically that. So trying to think what else to. Can I not? Trying to think what else. Yeah, he does. He's not. Yeah, I get it, and I think he gets. Sorry, I'm digressing there. I think he gets a little bit overzealous and just really likes to. I don't know what the word is for it, really, but he just tries to do things in a time frame, and he tries to do too much, and I think it's just he gets bitten a little bit by it. I think he has the best intentions, just unfortunately, it doesn't always work as planned, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, and then other projects to look into. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of anything else. Anything that you've got that you've been looking into or thinking about?
Just gem bots.
Yeah, looking forward to testing that.
What else? That's really it. And I'm waiting on V5 for alchemy trades. Yeah. I've kind of stopped putting my money for the most part into protocols. A, I don't really have much on crypto at the moment, and B, I'm trying to find ways to make sure I'm staying in charge of my funds.
Yeah, exactly.
And if that means I lose $400, at least I'm losing the $400, not somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Sorry, just trying to think of. And yeah, and that's the problem. Like, there's nothing else out there right now. I mean, a lot of people in my Telegram are talking about Farm of Fortune. Is that right? Pulling the name
sure.
wrong. Actually, I should just look at my Telegram because I'll be able to tell. But yeah, Farm of Fortune, I think it is, and it's got a whole ecosystem and stuff. It's basically miners, but they've got revenue sources, so they're trying to create something that's very kind of sustainable and stuff like that. So yeah, FOF, Farm of Fortune. So yeah.
Like legitimate sources of revenue, or
Yeah, they actually have an ecosystem and stuff. I have not looked deep dived it, but I do know like a bunch of people in my Telegram. I literally had to open them up their own room because they were all talking about it so much. But I do know, and I've heard from very reputable sources that it's actually real revenue, and they are trying to create a sustainability ability, like the ability to sustain. And I don't know if they've quite 100% Ponzi free, but they are, I think, very, very close, if I'm not mistaken. But I'd have to look into it more to really understand it myself. And it's not for lack of desire. It's just, it's a little bit, I don't want to say complicated. It's just that it is an ecosystem where there's like moving parts, and you've got to really benefit the ecosystem. You need to be in all the different miners. Like there's 3 or 4 of them or something. I'm not explaining it well, so I apologize for those who are in it and love it. But maybe we need to, maybe it'd be worth talking to one of the devs there and see if they want to come on for a blockchain after hours. Could be a fun one to give.
Yeah, definitely reach out, see if they'd like to come on.
Yeah.
It sounds like a drip back when that first started.
I mean, it's a miner, right? So it's like the best comparison is probably baked beans, but the first version. But like I said, they've incorporated bots and other things. Jack from Frostflakes, he's part of that group, I guess, and they're all really good devs. I don't think Jack is part of Farms of Fortune, but he's kind of involved. He knows the people, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I like Jack. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he is very much so. So yeah. So there's that. Guys, you're quiet. I see you all in the audience. I see the little eyeball telling me how many people are here. Somebody's got to have a question or something they want to talk about. So,
what are some things you guys have found?
Exactly. Weird. Other than that, obviously, like I said, they're really all. I hate repeating it, but it's like all that's happening. Good day, Gigio. Welcome, sir. Yeah, and then the other thing I'm gonna probably start actually doing a series on is NFTs. But again, I want to be cautious with that now because of the whole. Like a few of the projects have gotten shut down that I really, really liked, or are shutting themselves down. I mean, it looks like they're going to get everybody their money back, but it's just kind of sad to see it happening, that some of them, I guess, are getting either scared or feeling the pressure from some of the SEC stuff and whatnot. Alpha Shares looks really good. I bought 2 of their starting ones, which are 1K each. So it's one of my bigger kind of investments for me. And then Kadena Hashing, I'm still really bullish on, and they're actually got their miners up and running. So I'll be doing some more content on them soon. Trying to think, any ones you've looked at that are good? Ace Miners, that's a good one.
NFT wise, no. Mm-hmm. No, like I said, for the most part, I'm kind of staying out of protocols.
Yeah, and well, these ones are at least more real. Like they're mining projects, like Ace Miners or Kadena Hashing, and then Alpha Shares or Alpha Mining is also mining and a type of product that they're mining as well in this country. So it's kind of neat. This is one that I just. Oh yeah, that's true. I'll get into that, Levi. Elephant Money was not around. Like they started when I didn't have enough risk capital to play around in it. But I do know they made quite a big comeback kind of thing right now, and they're doing their own farms and stuff. Have you looked into them at all, Hidden?
I have not. I was looking at them, and the the unfortunate hack or whatever you want to call it happened, and I just kind of stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. So they did come back quite well from that so far. And now they've kind of got a savings account. I think it's 0.5% a day or something like that. That they've kind of created as a savings account. I got to look into it a little more because I think you have to put money in order to keep it going and stuff. But kind of a neat little lower risk one that has been around for a while. So that's always cool. I did do an AMA with L1X, the new chain that's coming that's partnered with EMP. So I am excited for that. I haven't been around for a chain, at least one that's got some oomph behind it because I've only been around for about a year in the space, right? A little over a year now. So I don't know if you saw that at all, but L1X looks like it could be a good. It's got some neat utility. It's have you watched anything about it, Hidden?
Oh yeah. I should say I've seen it and I've read a little bit about it. I haven't done a deep dive on it yet, but I do know the creators of it, not personally or anything like that. But I have talked to them, and I have friends who speak to them fairly regularly. So if they're able to pull everything together and actually come out with what they're talking about, it's going to be game changing for crypto.
Yeah, no, that's just it, right? Especially with that umbrella where they're kind of able to feed into, bring new people in, as well as feed into the other protocols. And technically, you could create a contract on L1X, and it can then operate inside all the chains or be fed from all the chains. So there's no limits kind of thing to what it can kind of do, and still support them all. So it's kind of neat. I mean, interesting to see. And plus, bridging becomes a non-issue as well, which is pretty crazy. So.
I just hope they're able to, bring it together.
Yeah, exactly. And time-wise, I wouldn't put too much of a time frame on it, so we'll have to see. Facebook dropped NFT support. I didn't even. Okay, they dropped NFT support. Sorry, I read that wrong. I was thinking it was like drop shipping and stuff, but interesting. That's kind of crazy. But I think that stuff will blow over time. But crazy when you see companies like that get out of it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Finally figured out how their BUSD bank system works. Yeah, it was over a year ago. Confusing, but now I understand. It's not a bad. Yeah, no, it's not a bad system. Like I said, that guy's really smart. The bank teller, or whatever his name is, there. He's a super smart guy. So, very very good there. Have you looked into? Sorry, lots of questions now coming in. Thanks, guys. Helps us talk about things. But then you go and throw things like this, where I'm like, what are you talking about? Crypto market bull. At least most stuff I know, but unfortunately, Mike, I have no idea what that is. Any idea? Hidden? I guess I can Google it.
I'm Googling it now.
You do that then. I'll let you find out about that one while I go on to the next one for a second. But you know what? I am in Neo Masterpiece Films, and if I start growing a bigger bag and getting my income up a little bit higher, I may actually try and get in a little heavier with them. I like what they're doing. I like the opportunities it brings, and like I said, I like NFTs with utility. So and I love movies, so it's kind of a win-win-win. It's a proof of concept still, right? It's hard to say how it's going to do and what kind of incomes we're going to see from it, but I definitely like to support them if I can without over leveraging myself with them, because I think it's pretty cool. So
I can't find anything on this crypto market bull.
Okay. Sorry, Mike. We don't know anything. We can't seem to Google anything. I don't think you can throw a link. You can probably put a link with spaces in it. I didn't even have a chance to look into that, Gabo. We'll try. I'll see if we can pull it up maybe for fun. I think he just wants his. I don't know. I didn't look at it yet, so it's really hard to say anything. And I don't really want to throw things at people that I haven't had a chance to research. I was at work when you mentioned it to me, but well, maybe remind me on the next blockchain after hours. Maybe I'll have a chance to have looked at it. Yeah. Oh, he's just going through. Yeah, they got hacked big time. So far, Peg isn't. Yeah, no, it's not. But any word on Theta? Theta trader comeback. Damn it, guys! Why are you trying to? I tell you to ask me questions. I really can't complain, I guess. Do you know about Theta Trader?
Nope. Sounds like a trading protocol that went under. I don't know.
I assume. Is it with a D like that? Because I see Theta. Oh, Theta. No. I don't know. Appreciate the challenge, but
not find anything on that either. Some weird shit is popping up.
Jeez, guys, you're finding all this like dark web stuff that we can't find. How would Zeta Trader or Zeta have you worked for the 6 months? Finally, ROI. They seem to have a decent. So that's. I believe that is, and I don't want to quote it until I know for sure because I'm going to make myself look like a fool. It's the alpha, like that's the dogs or the. They had like
Zeta Capital.
Yeah. I think I have too many Discords. And it's hard to keep them all straight. I have like literally 200 Discords.
Combined with the stability and strength of Swiss financial institutions.
Oh no, I'm thinking Xeno with the dog face. But I do have somewhere on here. I have Zeta. Yeah, I mean, I love stuff that's been around for a while, but and great that you finally ROI. That's something that's rare in this space, it seems like. But it's not one that I got into. I was trying to that was around when I started my channel actually, and so I was trying to be pretty safe on what I went into, and even now I still try to be. Although I messed up with Mev bots, I did a freaking video on them and then they crashed right afterwards, and I should have known. I should have just ignored them and told them to F off, but I didn't. That's my bad. I don't think too many people got in anyways from it, but I mean, there was people that were in and that wanted me to do a video and do an honest video on it. And yeah, anyways, it is what it is. Yeah, Gigi, I agree. I'm waiting I'd like to see the first payout. It's always good to get that kind of initial one, even if it doesn't ROI you or nothing. Although I think their first payout could be decent, from what I was hearing before when I first started.
So does Zeta or Theta Capital, whatever it is, the website is actually pretty cool.
Sorry to interrupt, Mike. Just send it through DMs on Discord if you're going to do anything. Don't actually put it in the PGB Discord. It's just not good practice to put other protocols in there. Sorry, what were you saying? I apologize.
It's an interesting looking website here. I'll put it in our private chat. You can pull it up on your screen. Take a look at it.
Oh, you're pulling it. You're sharing?
I posted a link for you in the private chat.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, this is what I thought it was. Yeah, I looked into this a while ago. I don't know why I never went in. Oh, they've updated their website a little bit. Sorry, I guess I could show people if they want to see. Share screen. Voila.
4 short steps. Step 1, buy Theta. Step 2.
Steps? Oh, there you go.
Build Zons. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be.
Launched app. Where are you getting that? Are you just scrolling down? Neat app or neat website?
It's like when you first get there, it's probably like 3 things down.
Oh, there we go. Buy
right
Zeta.
Yeah.
Builds on. Generate rewards. Multiply returns. Yeah, I guess we'd have to look at what their revenue sources and stuff, but residual income bridge between DeFi and TradFi. Yeah, they kind of got it all. So if their roadmap is coming true and they have all that stuff or almost have all that stuff, then it could be neat.
Yeah.
I'll put it on my list to look at a little further. I'm sorry, I kept your comment on there. Hedge funds.
Say, whoever did their website knocked that out of the park.
They allow you to tap into a hedge fund or something. It takes a while to ROI, but owner is doxed. It's working. That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking at slower things. Like the stuff that pays less than all this 2%, 1% stuff. I like to be careful. I'm very cautious with the slower stuff. But at the same token right now, if they're doxed and all that jazz, then it's a little bit more. But I'm kind of sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. I kind of been a little bit divided because the thing is I was always into the more crazier stuff like the 1% and 2% because you can ROI faster and then you're playing with house money. The issue with the long-term stuff is sometimes like look at yield nodes and stuff. We were having stuff that was happening and you never got to the point of ROIing before they slow rugged you or whatever. So it's kind of a hard balance between how to go about that. So, but yeah. Neat. I will keep it up and I'll maybe look at it later. Correction, coin market bull. Okay, that I have heard of. It looked very Ponzi-ish, so I didn't go any further into it, to be honest. But I have kind of looked into that. iBots is out. Yes, it is. You know what? Just because I'm actually, so full disclosure for those that maybe have not seen my video or whatever, I'm actually on the iBots team sort of as their marketer communications manager kind of thing. So full disclosure on that. I don't want to be shilling something and not be very transparent about what's what. But with that one there, the thing is, so the couple things. So the devs are and the team, the rest of the team is not doxxed. I have done a full like interview with them, one-on-one, with them on camera with me, and we went through a bunch of things and kind of made sure I was going to be comfortable being the quote unquote face person for them. The thing is, this is not a moonshot. We've actually been running for a few months now. As much as they'd like to get a bigger book to work with and start earning some money, we really haven't made any money on this project. Personally, we've really just kind of broken even for now, but we haven't had that many great returns. We just closed this one here at 6.8%. It was a short on Bitcoin that took a while to close. And now that we've gotten out of that, we actually, in the meantime, had been researching a few different bots with Forex and found a really good one that we feel comfortable with, that we feel very safe with. So the idea behind this is to do 5 to 15% monthly. So we've basically now gotten rid of this, and hopefully this week we're going to have, now that Forex is open back up, right? Because they don't run on the weekend. Hopefully we're going to get some consistent returns to kind of fill this up a little bit. But the good thing is we've hit our 5% for the month, so we've hit our kind of goal for that. But we're still going to try and obviously make more. And the hope is that we continue this kind of safe path. It's really flexible in the sense that you do not have to. There's no lock-in period. There's no fees to get in. So really you can pull out your money tomorrow, and all you'd be paying, I think, is a 1%. If it's under $500 is 1% to pull out of the bot, or $50 or $5 if you pull out before you hit 500, just because there's costs for moving the funds around and getting them out of the exchange. So all in all, very happy with everything they've done. Their DApp works really well. It's basically through Bybit and then through a broker, through RoboFX broker. And it's been really, really good so far. Really, really good. It's been really slow in returns, but they're here. They're obviously not looking for a moonshot, because otherwise they would have just made another friggin', because they were out before Yield Robot and what is it, Alpha Capital, what are the other BS stuff that ended up rugging us all. They were up before that. They could have created a copy of something like that, because basically they were, and gone in for a moonshot and said it's 2% daily, and then rugged before all those other ones did and made 2 million. So we got 50,000 in there right now. We're growing quite quickly the last few days, and hopefully we'll carry on if we can again create this consistency. Sorry, that was a tangent. I think they're still talking about Zeta, the other one. So it's on AVAX. Cool. Sorry, did you have something to say there, Hayden?
No, I was just commenting on the rug factory that came out around the same time.
On Zeta makes you one per day. Okay, cool. I love getting opportunities to look at things that are suggested by the community. Obviously, I do want to be cautious about it, but if there is a dev if they're doxed and stuff, I have no issue kind of having a look. So I can reach out to the nice thing about being a YouTuber kind of is I seem to be able to reach out to them at least and talk to them, and maybe they'll do an AMA, because I'd prefer to have them on. I haven't really seen them out doing AMAs, so I don't know what the reasoning is behind that. But if they're willing, I'm happy to do so. If you happen to talk to them and have a little bit of a relationship in their community, don't hesitate to suggest me to them and maybe tell them to give me a DM. But I believe I do have them on my list of Discord, so I'll try and reach out maybe. Because I'd be happy to find some more stuff for us to kind of spread out in, but it just takes time. Constantly updating the Discord. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, MG40. That's a neat one, and good to see somebody still building that's been around for more than a few months. That's always great. So possibly, I don't know what pairs are good for that. This one's cheap, sir. I'll shut up for a minute.
Yeah, not a problem. So I would say any of the major pairs, AVAX, BNB, FTM was doing okay. They kind of took a spill. I'm personally waiting for FTM to pick back up. But really, any of the major chain tokens can get you, 0.5 to 1% daily. And then if you're really degen, you can find the ones that'll get you like 5 or 6% a day.
And possibly lose you that too.
Exactly. You gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Phantom went back up to 40 cents.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, Gigi. So they have not ruled out doxing, but they do own a financial company in Israel. Is it India? Sorry. So Israel. Sorry, Israel. So I think a part of it's because of that, to be honest with you, and why they can't or won't right now. And that's why they kind of reached out to me. But like I said, they did go on camera with me. We had a really good chat. And like I said, they're not moonshotting this stuff. We're not looking for. So the way they have it set up, I feel like is good, and I have confidence in them. But by all means, be cautious with anything DeFi, right? Like even if they mean well, doesn't mean that their bot can't screw up, like the Forex bot can't screw up. So, and that was the other thing too. We actually had a little snafu where we had a not very good Forex bot for a minute, and it was looking really good, and then we moved it into the actual pool, and we lost some money, and the team ended up footing the bill themselves. So that was pretty great of them. They didn't have to do that. They could have just let everybody kind of go and screw things up. Like, so there's some things they've done that I feel fairly strongly about, that they're here for good, but like anything can happen. Sure, I'll stop sharing screen on there. Mattias, how are you? We are well. I'm well. How are you, Hidden? I guess you kind of asked earlier, but
Doing well, thank you.
Can we get a Dex box on Solana chain? I can, because they have a different wallet, right? So I don't even know if Alchemy can go over there. I guess they could technically, but they'd have to.
Yeah, I don't. They that's a good question. I'll have to bring that up.
Because I know he talked about maybe being able to do it on Kadena, even because we had Kadena hashing partnership kind of thing, or we still have that Kadena hashing partnership. So it's possible they could. It's just whether the DEX is open source, because basically they have to link into a DEX. So if there's a DEX that's on there that the code is reasonable and they have open source code so that Alchemy can access it, then theoretically, yes, it could. And yeah, that would create a Solana grid bot on it. Technically, exchanges you could do a grid bot on, I'm assuming, with Solana if they support it. But yeah, and whether now it's not PGV, it's Gembots. They're totally separate. Just doing my due diligence. But Gembots, I don't know if again, same kind of thing. If you get on a DEX that could support it, that supports Solana as a token, then you could technically do a grid on there or do Gembots on there, I presume. But Gembots automatically chooses the pairs, so you're not actually picking what you trade. It does it based on market conditions, based on what it sees. It'll pick pairs, but they're only pairs that are USDT based. So I assume Solana actually might not qualify because it may not have a USDT pair, but I could be wrong. I'd have to look into it.
It does. On SX, it does. Yep.
Yeah, nice. Lower gas Howie gains. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, so technically then PGV might automatically trade it when it's set up if it felt like it was good. But I again, until we actually get it to play with it, it's hard to tell for sure.
I know. A couple more hours, man.
Supposedly. Not holding my breath on any dates. I really do appreciate Creator, and I think he's trying to be something different in the space, but timelines I just ignore.
Yeah.
Kitty can be. Yeah, I agree. I think it would be a great one to get in there. I at some point, like I said, I know Alchemy said it's possible, but I don't know if he really investigated it, because I know the problem with KDA is it is its own language. So it uses Pact, I think it's called, and it's a very close to English language. So yeah. Gembot's worth it. There's the $1 million question. I think it is absolutely worth the $100 gamble if you have some risk capital you can put into it. That's what I'll say for now. Until I get a chance to play with it, it's really hard to say too much more than that, to be fully transparent. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to having fun with it. I think it's going to be something it sounds like, and with my conversations with Creator, it sounds like it's pretty darn funky how it's going to work. So yeah. You got any comment? Because you did get one too as well, eh?
I'm just same thing.
Yeah.
Threw $100 at it, hoping it works out.
Yeah. Except you lost your money you're going to play with it on already, didn't you?
Most of it.
There you go. Running some alchemy. So yeah, you might not have been here earlier, but yeah, no, we don't really have any alpha for you guys right now. As that we've kind of turned this into an anything chat in the most part, because until we get V5, it's going to be hard to create too much content on what's happening. So hopefully we'll get some more stuff later, and very happy to bring that stuff to you. I always ask every time I get on with Hidden, because he's a little bit more in the community than I am right now, just because of other things. But and he always tells me nothing new. Sad face.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, copy trading is everywhere now. A lot of people taking advantage of that. But again, yeah, you're kind of putting your fate in the hands of another person, and they can make mistakes. But so can anything, right? Like, no matter what, it's really, you have to, no matter what you're doing, you have to take profits. And that's what I think most of us are bad at. And
oh God, yeah.
Yep.
Had the money and I just watched it go away early.
Sad face again. Trade arbitrage. So I don't technically not really arbitrage. Arbitrage is more when you're like, I mean, I guess technically anything can be arbitrage, sort of, because if you're trading, well, it's not arbitrage because you're trading two tokens, like you're trading a USDT pair with something. So it's no, it's not arbitrage. Arbitrage is like when you're trying to buy I guess a great example is currency. Do you have anything else to say about that it might be smarter than me? Putting you on the spot.
It's not arbitrage in the way you're thinking.
Yeah, but like token, like when you have like currency,
so
you can arbitrage. Yeah.
In a way, grid bots are arbitrage, because anytime you buy low, sell high, that's an arbitrage.
Yeah, I guess technically you're taking advantage of the market swings. So yeah, I guess, but it's not really arbitrage per se. It's grid trading. Yeah. All right. I'm looking for a list of V5 alchemy trades upgrades. The roadmap doesn't really specify. Do you all know where to look? I'm assuming, did he not release something going into that hit?
Surge is writing up the list now.
Okay.
And is going to be releasing that shortly.
Nice. If people were to get gem bots, copy trade for some extra money. Yes, yeah. A lot of people go nuts about this copy trading. What?
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't want that because that doesn't give memberships, right? But I presume, yeah, how could you do that? Like, can you open your accounts and people can see what you're trading? Because that's the whole point of the API, is it kind of does the trading for you, but you're not seeing it live unless you're inside the DApp, aren't you?
Well, technically, trading via API, it's like you're opening trades yourself, and then copy trading is just showing what trades you have open.
Oh, yeah. So technically, I could set up a copy trading account on Bybit, is what he's saying, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess you could technically. And if you're making money, it will make you money. So yeah, I'm assuming somebody's already thought of that and going to try and do it. I don't get that smart with that stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do my thing and make my money.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it just out of respect for, like, especially if it's doing well, out of respect for the project and the protocol.
Well, that's just it, right? And that's, I think, what he's kind of saying there. And yeah, because it's kind of a dig on everybody. And if it's making you money, why do you want to get greedy, I guess, sort of, and then throw something that you didn't put any efforts into? But people, I'm sure somebody will do it, but that's not for me. I must admit, that's not my thing. So. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. And that's the other thing, I guess we didn't quite, when I mentioned NFTs, I didn't mention James Pelton's NFTs. They're lower key. They're done with Warbots for part of it. And then we're trying to develop some different ones. So for those of you who don't know, I'm his community manager, so I'm helping develop some of that stuff. We did just do one with an Amazon drop shipping thing. So we've got everything, I think, about to go live soon for that one. So trying to create some different revenue sources for people, but it's still a crapshoot. Some of them are garbage, so we're getting through them. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask what, so that was the one, if I remember correctly, where it would be like what, $1,000 per NFT.
Yeah, we only had 27 of them because it was about 27K to get into it,
Yeah.
and actually really nice looking NFTs and stuff. But yeah, we did that up, and then sorry, somebody just sent me something, I think, from here. Somebody sent me this one before. Anyways, I'll show this one in a second, I guess, just for fun. But yeah, sorry. So we 27 NFTs, and it's basically going into a dropshipping thing. It's all done for you, so it's nothing our part. And so yeah, we're just kind of doing that. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. If it works the way the person was saying it works when James was doing his AMA with them, it should be a pretty interesting form of income.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's different ones we've looked at, and people have made some of their own suggestions. So we're kind of going through them, trying to figure out what makes sense. And depending on what makes sense, we'll release more of them. So, but right now the Forex one's fairly low key. He's going to turn it up a little bit to make it a little bit more aggressive, so that it can get a little better returns. But he's looking for that 5% a month kind of thing. So it's another one of those ones that you can kind of just keep funneling any kind of big earnings you get into those, and just let them run for a little while, for a couple of years, and man, you're laughing.
Oh yeah.
So especially if it's something safer. So no time for your live. I did get that. Sorry, I'll pull that up in a second. You just pulled up something that I've seen before, but I haven't deep dived yet. So yeah, I guess I can pull it up now. Share screen. Where'd it go? There we go. So I don't know if you've seen this one or not, but Brick by Brick Crypto. Real-world assets paying NFT holders.
I have not.
Yeah, so different NFT styles, and basically giving you a monthly return from 4 to 6% based on how much you put in. So you can kind of get bigger ones that give you bigger returns, or lower ones that give you smaller returns. But something more slow and steady. There is a DApp coming, I guess. So I have seen this. I actually did an AMA with Reno, which is another one where they're investing into properties in I can't remember the country, but starts with a C. So the only issue with these is I guess what do they got for? Oh, it's just photos of them. So where's the team? And their socials is a Twitter account. So it kind of concerns me when there's nothing much other than that. So somebody did show me this, and I kind of just walked away from it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So why buy? So I guess
Syncretic, is that you, Moses?
What's that? So the one that showed me this was Medius. So.
Oh, Syncretic told me to send him my gem bots.
Oh, gotcha.
Affiliate link.
There you go. Look at that. You get yourself a referral.
So we fixed it with the referrals, right?
Yeah, it should be all working fine. They just need to make sure that they don't click on anything. I can show it up. I don't need. You can put your link in the chat. I've got some referrals from it, so I'm not too worried about. Give you a little give back for you hanging out with us.
I'll post it here. I don't know how to post it on the chat.
Put it on mine. There you go. I can do it. I have the power. There you go. Anybody not in there, go grab this link and get yourself a gem bot. The sale, I believe, is still on. He has not. I'm pretty confident he would not have taken it off. I can double check the Discord now.
I'll tell you right now. Yep, still going.
No video or anything, so yeah, it should be good. So I'll just share screen on that. We'll go here, stop, and so the only thing to know about when you're going into GemBots and you want to use somebody's link is when you go to subscriptions, you're going to make sure you're connected, obviously, and then you don't want to click anything. I know it says start subscription here, but if you do that, let me just show you guys, just so you can. Oh, I can get the link from over here. Oh, I did copy the link already. So let's go to yours. If you go in here and notice how the link is up top. Oh, you probably can't see that, can you?
No, we can't.
Stop sharing. Hold on a second. I will share the difficulty and technical difficulties. Present. Hopefully I don't show anything else, but share screen. window. Let's do this. I think that'll share it all. Now you can see stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So you see how his referral code's up here. As soon as you click on this, referral code goes away. So that's the thing you have to be careful of. So if you want to look around the site, that's fine. You can look around the site right now, but you have to make sure when you're ready to buy, you click that and then your link's there and then you're connected and then you pick your, and literally you don't touch anything else. You pick your token. You have to type in 100. I know it looks like it's there, but it's only grayed out. Then you put in your email, then you click subscribe. And that's it. If you do those things, you will get your referral off to the other person. And it's neat. If you end up liking the bot, if you can get some, like you get $5 right now when it's $100 from any referral you send off, and you get you'll get $10 basically when it's $200 a month for anybody that you get brought over. So it's a nice way to kind of give back and earn a little bit extra coin. And actually, I've gotten a few referrals because of stuff, and so I'm going to end up. Yeah, I'll go into that in chicken GGO. So I'll be doing videos, and I'm probably going to do some giveaways for like a monthly. Like not, I won't be at like every month. I might give away 1 or 2 subscriptions for fun. So I guess it'll be one because it'll be $200 by that time. So
yeah.
So yeah. Can I teach Manny to use everyone? I don't know that I can. He likes to just paste it everywhere. If it's a really important one and I think about it, I'll usually go in and put an @everyone underneath his. He seems to be okay with me doing that. And that's why I do a lot of the communication stuff, is to avoid those kind of issues. So yeah, but did he put anything? Yeah, nothing in there yet. Okay. So yeah, so no, I don't think we're going to train him to do that. And luckily, once these refunds are done, there's not really going to be a whole lot of complication anymore. For those that are in there, USDC is going to get shut down, so no new investors can go in, and it's just going to be a nice, quiet group of people just making some coin. So I'm looking forward to that time, because it gets quite intense in there sometimes, and people get a little bit either ornery or get a little bit entitled, I guess. I don't like using that word, but if they listen when we tell them to shush up, it's great. If they don't, well, that's another story. So we're coming up on an hour. If anybody else has anything else, as my camera goes or my light goes out, look at that. If anybody's got anything else they want to chat about, now's the time to kind of throw it in there. Otherwise, we'll probably end it there. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us again. We're consistently got a few people that hang around with us, and then lots of people that watch it afterwards. So I do appreciate all that support for Hidden and I. So life is good in the most part. We just need to keep positive. I think a lot of people are leaning too much on the negatives nowadays, but we're getting there. You got anything, Hidden? Any final words of wisdom?
Just remember, with DeFi, your keys, your money.
Your keys, your wallet, your money. Take profits, people. Take profits.
Actually, yes, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
Stick to what you say you're gonna do.
Yeah. I think I already told that story a few times. I'll tell it 100 million times over again if it helps people. But I took my PGV profits that I made over what is it, 4 months of profits, brew myself a nice bag of 5K, threw it in an FX Master Gold, said I'm doing this for a week and then I'm going to take it out. And I didn't take it out after the week. And lo and behold, that was 2 days before the shit hit the fan. So yeah, that sucks, but it is what it is. Thank you for the hand claps and the fires and all that jazz, and Quarter Mile, you too. I appreciate all you guys. There's a bunch of you that come in regularly, and I appreciate that. Any new people, I hope you come back and see us. We have guests from time to time. I am going to talk to Crypto Andy and actually possibly get him on for next week, because I keep asking him last minute, and he's like, you got to give me notice. And I'm like, I'm sorry, things happen and I forget. So I'll talk to him this week about maybe getting him on next week to hang with us, which I think would be fantastic. If you haven't heard of him, he's just a fantastic YouTuber, very honest guy and very transparent, like myself and Hidden, and he's actually another Canadian, which is always a nice bonus to have another Canadian on here with me. Always proud to have them around. Other than that, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much. Hidden, anything else, or just a goodbye?
No, just good luck out there. Don't do anything stupid.
Stay safe. All right, but good night, guys.